my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart, 'cause I want to see you. Lord, I want to see you. And open the eyes of my heart, Lord. And open the eyes of my heart, 'cause I want to see you. Lord, I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing glory, glory, glory. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing glory, glory, glory. And holy, holy, holy. And holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 holy. Lord, I want to see you. And I sing holy, holy, holy. And holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 holy. Lord, I want to see you. Holy, holy. We sing holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 holy. Lord, I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. See you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 holy. Lord, I want to see you. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. It was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, ransomed me. city where the storm clouds never gather. Or this is just what heaven means to me. What will it be when we get over yonder and join the throng upon the glassy sea? To meet our loved ones and crown Christ forever. Or this is just what heaven means to me. And when at last we see the face of Jesus, before whose image other loves they flee, and when they crown him Lord of all, I'll be there. 'Cause this is just what heaven means to me. What will it be when we get over yonder and join the crowd upon the glassy sea? To meet our loved ones and crown Christ forever. Or this is just what heaven means to me. And what will it be when we get over yonder and join the crowds upon the glassy sea? To meet our loved ones and crown Christ forever. For this is just what heaven means to me. For this is just what heaven means to me. It's what it means to me.
Pray, everybody pray. From your heart in the name of Jesus, each and every day. Prayer doesn't need pretty words, what's in your heart, just say. The Father knows what's in your heart, to him you can pray. Pray to the Father in the name of Jesus Christ the Son. He's our intercessor. He's the only one, the go-between for God and man, cornerstone and our mainstay. Pray to the Father in the name of Jesus. Do it now, today. Pray, everybody pray. If you don't know salvation, pray to God above. Heavenly Father, please forgive my sins, fill me with peace and love. The Holy Spirit will comfort you if you will only pray. In the name of Jesus, please save my soul. Pray now, today. Pray. Everybody pray. strength to live in His will, strength to never stray. Pray to the Lord, thy will be done. Pray every day. Pray, everybody pray. Pray to God and praise, dear Lord, how great thou art to me. Though I was never worthy, you sent your Son that I could see. Now that I see, I thank you, Lord, as blessings freely flow. Please help me, Lord, to share your word, help the whole world know. Pray, everybody pray. Pray, everybody pray. From your heart in the name of Jesus, each and every day. Prayer doesn't need pretty words, what's in your heart, just say. The Father knows what's in your heart, to Him you can pray. Pray, everybody pray. Pray, everybody pray.
Precious memories, unseen angels, sent from somewhere to my soul.
lot of times helps us in Scripture. There was a man named Elijah that could make it rain, make it stop rain, bring the dead to life, help others, defeat hundreds of Ahab and Jezebel prophets. But he was human. He ran into some problems in his life. This past week I visited many homes, knocked on doors, and about 1/3 of them, people were depressed. Going through something in their family that they needed help with. I thought about Elijah that all the time in his life, he knew that he had a God. He saw the miracles of God. But all of a sudden, that whispers of the devil puts doubt in your mind. 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 18. Yet I have left the 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which have not kissed. Now we're going to read a little bit of 1 Kings 19. We're just going to go to verse 2. Then Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, So let the gods do to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. As we go on down the next verses, we're going to skip some. We're going to get over to the last verse of verse 14. When he saw that he arose and went for his life and came to Beersheba, which belonged to Judah, and left his servants there. But he himself went a day's journey to the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree. Giving up. Didn't think he was worth a dime. Sat there under the juniper tree as time came on. Gave up everything and thought it was over. Didn't want to see no sunshine. He was depressed. Giving up. The devil was saying, there, get depressed more, get discouraged more. How many of you have ever done that at your own home? How many of you, instead of getting ready, for church on a Sunday morning, have sat down on the couch instead of the usual? sat under a juniper tree. And he requested for himself that he might die. He wanted to get it over with. I have been with people that wanted to get it over with. I have been with people that wanted to end their lives. And depression comes upon folks, and it just destroys that hope in people's lives. And he requested for himself that he might die and said, "Is it not enough, O Lord? Take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers." Well, sometimes we sit at the house, and some of you that I have visited, some others out there that I've never been here before. All of a sudden, you're sitting there and you're depressed. The darkness of life. The windows are closed, the blinds are closed, the TV's off. And the only thing you hear once in a while is a knock. The only visit you get is a knock. Who is it?
Dad, it's me. You got a delivery out on the porch.
I don't care. Leave it there. Then I'm sitting there still yet. Here comes another knock. Oh Lord, who is it now?
Dad, you got some more mail.
Leave it there. I don't want to look at no more bills.
All right.
I wonder who that preacher is. I wonder where my church is. I wonder where all my friends are at. The only knock I hear on my door is the UPS, the mailman. And man, I'm discouraged. I need that preacher to come. I need my friends in church to come. I need encouragement, Lord.
Amen.
Oh my, how many of us have been there? You need a visit once in a while. You're sitting there and man, all of a sudden, praise Jesus. There is a knock. And as Elijah says, I didn't know that there were 7,000 saints over there. In verse 14, we're just going to go down to 14 because I don't have time. We might finish it tonight. Who knows? Let's go to verse 14. And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts because the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant. He says, everybody else. Now see, sometimes we get in a pity party. Everybody else. We get low, we get down, and when you get low and negative, you become a person that talks about other people. Whoa! Thy covenant, throwing down thine altars and slaying thy prophets with the sword, and I, even I only, am left. And they seek my life to take it away. And the Lord said unto him, Go and return unto thy way to the wilderness of Damascus, and where thou comest, anoint Hazael to be king over Syria. He did not know. How silent have we been? How silent have we been in our lives, and how many of us have been so depressed that the only thing, man, all of a sudden, I get another knock. And then I get another knock, and all of a sudden Crystal comes in, my daughter says, Dad, there's somebody walking down our sidewalk coming up to the door, and it's not UPS. Dad, it's not over there at Eastside, Michigan. Dad, it's those brothers and sisters that you always talk about, how kind they are to you. They're coming to knock on our door, Dad. Dad gets a little more perked up. Dad kind of stands up and instead of sitting there with his head down and being in the dark, he says, "Why don't you open the blinds up a little bit, guys back there? Open the blinds up a little bit." Yeah. Amen. Guys, you can turn them lights on now. And instead of sitting there, instead of waiting, instead of thinking there's no one that cares about you, praise God, you've got a family of God that the devil will throw everything at you, but get up off your feet and say, "Thank you, Lord, for my family of God." Amen. Amen. Yeah, now, man, I'll tell you what. I got my Listerine. I got my good stuff, deodorant. I got stuff in here. I got my comb. I'm ready to go to church now. I talked to the preacher. He says, "Pastor," he says, "Preacher." He says, "Preacher. You know, you've been out about 3 weeks." He goes, "You know what, boy? You stay out much longer and you're going to be out because the devil's discouraging you to get you depressed in your life. He's trying to get you to go back to your ways of your past. He's trying to get you to go back to the alcohol, to the drugs, to the financial situations, to the past that people are bringing back to you." Wait a minute. All of a sudden, I want somebody to stand up right where you're at and sing this little line of mine. I want somebody, all of us together, stand up together, and I want to hear somebody sing it loud. Jesus is there. Amen. When you're riding down the road, Jesus is there. And when the final day comes, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, amen, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. My. Amen. I want to go down real quickly to the next verses. Let's go on down and let's keep on going all the way down to the next verses after First Kings. The only time the 7,000 he had 7,000 brothers and sisters waiting to help him during his depression. I want you all to know, there are people sitting in your church today that are depressed. There are people sitting in here right now that have told me that they're ready to give up. There are people in here that are struggling in their lives. And I am determined by the grace of God, Brother Darrell, to make sure that they know they have a pastor, assistant, and others in here, Brother Dorsey, Brother Eric, Brother Darrell, that they love them. I'm determined to make sure they know that they have a family of God in this church. I am determined to let them know that the devil can't whoop us. Depression. It's real. The devil can do a lot of things to people to cause them to give up. And I'm determined by, as I said, the grace of God. I'm determined to stand strong with Jesus Christ above me, guiding me, directing me, and this church moving forward. We are bound and determined to let all people know that if they need us, we'll be there. If they need you, we are determined. You are sitting here right now that are depressed, going through things in your life. You felt like just giving up. I am determined to preach it because God gave me this message. There are 7,000 saints right down the road that Elijah never heard about, never knew they were there because they didn't make a noise. Tonight I'm going to be preaching about the Pentecost. There was a noise. There was a mighty rushing wind. When Christians get on fire, they become a mighty rushing wind. They testify, they run, and they jump. They sing a song. They preach the gospel. They testify. They let the world know. How many of you have ever been, don't raise your hand, but how many of you in your mind you know you've been just depressed? How many of you in here today know that you need help in your life? Next verse, this little verse that I was going to show you that God pretty much the only other time he mentioned the 7,000 saints was Romans 11:24. Very little. Because what did they do? They were there. They did not bow to, they did not bow. But what did they do? Set their sight. You may be saved, born again, but are you up? Are you jumping? Are you, I'm not saying jumping physically, but are you jumping within your heart? When something's going on in your church, are you going to be there to support God's house? Are you going to jump and get excited? Are you going to let the Lord know that He is special to you? Are we going to let our brothers and sisters know they can depend upon us? This might be the only time you see my hair messed up. Next verse. I would never wear a ball cap when I was growing up. Not even with my hair messed up. One time I did when I had to in school. And Jesus came and spake and said, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. He says, go therefore, go out, go out, go out. Pastor, don't leave it in the four walls of 32 Joy Avenue. But he says, Pastor, you go out into your community and you let them know what Jesus can do for them. Let your light shine. Go therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father. We're going to have one this spring coming up. Brother Eric, Brother Darrell, get ready. We're going to the river. Me and Carl found a good place yesterday to baptize. It's about 2 foot thick, deep, and it looked green as green can be. And I told Brother Carl, I said, wouldn't it be funny if invite you. Come on, we're going to go baptize today. I got a new place for you. There's 5 over there in front of that about 2 foot deep. And man, it looked like there was enough frogs in there to might fed those. But what we're going to do this year, I'm determined. Vacation Bible School meeting tomorrow night, 6:30, right over on the old side. We need you. We need every person in this church to help us reach out to our youth. Go therefore and teach all nations, baptize in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Therefore, them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, this is what and lo, I am with you always. Lo, I am with you always. Even to the end of the world. Amen. Next verses. I got 5 minutes. You are the soul of the earth, Christian. If it loses its savor, it loses its power. It ain't worth a dime. If we lose our savor as Christians, and the salt, if you look back in the Old Testament, the salt was purified. Purified salt meant purified. That means that we as Christians should be a salt. Purified means we live a Christian life. We don't do the things we used to do, amen. That's how we win souls. That's how we get people out of depression. That's how we help people. Is if we got God on our side, He will help us go, amen. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. How many of you love to praise God? How many of you love to let people know you're a saved, born-again child of God? Amen. People today don't preach Jesus anymore. People today don't preach the blood anymore. People today don't preach about being at an altar anymore. People today don't preach about being baptized anymore. And I'll tell you what, this church still preaches the Bible. Amen. Amen. This church still preaches the Word of God. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. How many of you today have said, the preacher says we need help here, we need help there. We need you to visit so-and-so. We need you to send a car. We need your help. How many of us have jumped up and said, preacher, I'm there. Preacher, I'm going to do it. Preacher, I'm going to help. Preacher, I'm going to be there. We as Christians are living in the last days. The Lord is coming back, and we need to let people know that we love them. Amen. Next verse. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel and hide it, or on a candlestick that gives light to all that are in the house. Let your light so shine. Let people see how you live. Let people know what you love. Let people see that they are spatial folks. We live in a world today where people today, they are living in a time when people don't care. When people will run over you, people will take whatever you got. They'll run right over you to get a promotion in a job. They'll do anything they can to get above you. Anywhere they can, they don't care what they say, what they have to do. But I tell you what, I would rather be an old-time Christian than anything I know. We're living in the last days. There is a lot of depression. I'm telling you, folks, it's almost unbelievable. You know what is weird? We have the lowest unemployment in 50 years. We have the fastest growth rate. Wages. We have all different things going on, but still there's more depression today than there used to be. Because they're missing right here.
Yep, amen.
Right here. Jesus Christ saw it right. They're missing right here. People can have everything. We've seen Elvis. We've seen others They had everything as far as material things, but guess what? They weren't happy. They were depressed. Elvis was depressed. He took every depression pill that you could think of to try to help him. And he had everything that you could put your fingers on materially. And glorify your Father, which is in heaven. God said, Donnie, I want you to preach. Number one, depression can happen to anybody, even Elijah, the great prophet that could make it rain or make it drought. He could bring the dead to life. He defeated over 700 prophets of Baal and all them folks. He whipped them and, man, he threw them in the fire on Mount Carmel. But still yet, he got depressed. Still yet, he hurt within. And I'm going to ask you right now, as we get an altar call, as we stand together, why not come today? Why not say, devil, you ain't got nothing on me. Why not come and give your life to Jesus Christ? If you're a young person, I'm telling you, the best thing you would ever do is know Jesus Christ as your Savior. He'll walk with you. He'll talk with you. He'll help you. When everything seems like it's going wrong, Jesus will be there for you. Elders, you're never alone. Are you depressed? Are you going through things? Have you never been saved? Are you fighting addiction? Do you want to have to be released? Do you want to be unchained? Will you come? Will you come right now? Will you come? You say, I want to be a stronger Christian. I want to reach more people. I want to love people. I care about people. I want to show people that I love them. I want to be more of a Christian than I've ever been in my life. I don't want to be like the 7,000 silent saints. I want to be one that knows. And I'm going to tell you, it's time.